Gentlemen, we have a question from Big D. Is better than CM Punk? This
Oh
is
man,
this is clearly a Jobbers fan, and I obviously
it's a big D. It's a big D fan.
yes.
Like, does it say Big D or Big Dan?
It says Big D.
Uh, well, hopefully they mean me.
Well, it's spelled like your name, capital
Well,
B and capital D.
so isn't Big D.
No, it's
Um,
it's you.
but
Yeah, for sure.
all Big D's matter. So anyway,
Well, this is clearly a fan. And uh, okay, so he, they, them, I don't know, asks about what the fuck is the White Rabbit crap? All right, is Wyatt coming back as the Fiend or White Rabbit or another gimmick? I'll be pissed if he doesn't come back as the Fiend. I think that's supposed to be a question. I guess the first one.
that wait. Oh, that wasn't your opinion.
No, no,
That wasn't your.
that
That
was all a
wasn't your.
question. That
Oh, okay.
that's his
Okay.
opinion. His opinion. He'll be pissed if if
Gotcha.
Bray Wyatt doesn't come back as the Fiend.
Gotcha.
They,
Well, I mean,
they clearly listen to our shows.
right.
You know. Um,
If you know, you know.
we were freaking huge marks for the Fiend.
Oh hell yeah.
I think we nerded out. Like I think the Fiend is what brought us together.
Well, it's definitely what brought you to me. So.
Oh, okay. I see.
Um,
I see.
well, it was that was one of the first things we did was like a freaking 5 hour conversation with
On the
the
Fiend.
feed. That was the only time I have ever taken notes.
Yeah, I'm
I
interested.
lit-
I'm interested to know Rymac's opinion on the Fiend. Do you watch the product as much as AEW?
Of course.
Of course.
uh,
Okay. Okay.
I keep up. I keep up with everything, man. I mean, so the past like year, I guess I've been losing interest. I'm not gonna lie, but I've always been a WWE fan at heart, and I've been a Bray Wyatt fan since he became Bray Wyatt. Not Husky Harris. Because I was watching FCW at the time,
Hmm.
and he debuted this Bray Wyatt character with Eli Cottonwood at the time. That 7'5" tall dude. Oh my god, he was tall
mhm.
as shit. But anywho, fast forward to now, man. Like Bray Wyatt is one of
Sorry.
the most creative minds in wrestling. The dude is definitely can and will reinvent himself whenever, just like Chris Jericho has several times. Bray Wyatt can do it and just add a twist on it. And this, if it is this White Rabbit thing, and WWE is trying to pull some stuff, like lately, triple like whatever whoever's doing all this, like doing all the stuff backstage, like they're producing and stuff. Thing with like the whole Dexter Loomis and then the Braun Strowman, like this is kind of genius. It's different. It's unique. It's
Mhm.
new. We haven't seen it before, and I'm liking. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Like, bro, like, is it Bray Wyatt? What if it's just somebody completely different? What if it's like fucking Eric Rowan? He comes out, and then it leads to Bray Wyatt. What if Eric Rowan is the White Rabbit? Because he was always the white sheep, wasn't he? No, he was the black
Right.
sheep. I
No,
think he was the
Eric
black
Rowan
sheep.
was white. He was the white sheep. Strowman
Was
was
he
the
the white
black
sheep?
sheep. Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so what
Yeah.
it would be cool to see the Wyatt family together one more time, but I mean they've done it so many times. I mean it's kind of old, but
But
you
that would
know,
be a pop, though. That'd be a huge, huge pop.
but the way Triple H is doing things right now, man, he's doing things in a different way. The new
Right.
the new production and all these new like storylines stuff. It's cool. I'm interested.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Well, Big D, this is
Um, I mean, if he comes back, he has. It's gonna be the Fiend will be involved somehow, some way. I think it's all this is leading. There's just so much directions that it can go in. Um, like people are referencing because Karrion Cross's name in Lucha Underground was White Rabbit. So initially, like right off the bat, that's what you kind of assume. And what they're playing the song White Rabbit um, during commercial break at SmackDown. And while it was playing, there was this red light that was on. And most likely, like they're testing for, just playing it in an arena with people, see what kind of reactions they're getting and whatnot. And it just slowly it just became like a thanks to social media, like it just like blew up everywhere. And they're playing that song during the live shows the next day Saturday, the next day on Sunday, Raw during commercial break. um and they're just making it a thing, like the little like the QR codes that was during just seeing Austin Theory in the back, warming up for his match against uh, Kevin Owens, and there's a QR code there, and someone just happens to scan it, and it takes you to this, this like this game of Hangman, and it's just like they don't place things like that to be seen on camera for no reason. Like they know what they're showing. Um, so obviously, like it's a thing now. Um, and then you hop on WWEshop.com and there's White Rabbit T-shirts now, and there's the picture of the Hangman game, which says, what did it say? Who killed the world? And then the answer is you did. Um, so now there's like merch. There's merch. There's more QR codes on SmackDown, and it's just leading to this White Rabbit, and it's got coordinates on it, and it's leading to uh, Alberta, Canada, which is where Raw is tomorrow night. And so it's leaving this trail. So you're supposed to follow the White Rabbit, and you know now the question is, who is it? Like, what is this for? There's so much that it could be Bray Wyatt. I don't think it's Cross at all, because there's no reason to change his gimmick.
That'd be kind of weird.
Uh, yeah, like Triple H loves his like he already had his gimmick changed, and then you come back and you bring back his old gimmick. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Um, so like, there's no. I don't think there's going to be a change with him. So I've already, and he's already come out publicly and said that he is not involved in any of this, but he's definitely watching to see what happens. And that's another cool thing, is everybody's getting involved. Um, Ronda Rousey was live. I don't know if she was live on something. I don't know if it was an interview or something, but even she just brought up about the White Rabbit and how she's hoping that it's Bray Wyatt. She that's who she thinks it is. There's a lot, like Finn Balor's been, his name has come up. I don't think he's involved in it, so I don't know.
So the coordinates
I
led to Alberta,
so
Canada.
yeah, and so
Was
it's a
it
game. So like if you scan the
Calgary?
QR code, huh?
Was it Calgary, Alberta, Canada, or is
I'm not
just?
sure exactly where they're at.
Well, there where the coordinates are.
Right.
Got it. I how
Um,
how cool though. Like
Oh yeah.
how freaking interesting. Because the fans viewership has, includes social media now, includes internet as a whole,
Hmm.
and for them to, put up a QR code that you can scan, for them to play this in during breaks so you don't watch it on TV, but people are, because they record shit on their phones. It's like just using every single thing, every single medium that they know how. Like it's just
Exactly.
putting all that together, and it's like, I've said that I'm not interested necessarily in going online and checking on, everybody's social media and what they're doing, what they're up to, and all their, because like a lot of WWE accounts are just kind of like, uh, it's you're not getting like legit, how it's like curated, kind of like they're playing a character on social media. And so, but besides that, anyway, I'm not interested in watching that, like I'm not interested in going through that. And I know that Bray Wyatt has always been cryptic and has always
Hmm.
put little, like, what WWE is doing is the same thing that Bray Wyatt or Wyndham Rotunda has been doing throughout his run in WWE, is specifically, especially as the Fiend. You
Right.
know, putting clocks with specific times, and putting stuff in the backgrounds of everything that he does. So,
Hmm.
considering how this is playing out, it's playing out literally as how Bray
Right.
Wyatt or the Fiend would play this out. So
Right.
is it the Fiend? Well, unfortunately, we know that Bray Wyatt has signed on with WWE, and so it's just a matter of time when he makes a debut or return. Sorry, not a
Well,
debut.
there's rumors that he's talked with the WWE, but there hasn't been any official
No.
signing. No.
See, that's like. I read
Oh,
somewhere that he was like this is why I don't want to. Okay,
yeah.
okay. So
I
let's
mean, at
check
least
that.
I mean, I haven't heard anything, and I'm sure like, but yeah, he's there was rumors that he has been in touch with WWE, but so hasn't. Who's coming up with that new wrestling promotion? Um, he's
Freddie Prinze Jr.
yeah. Freddie Prinze Jr. Even he's been in talks with Bray Wyatt apparently. Um,
Out of all people, that guy is gonna start a wrestling company.
yeah,
That's kind of
he's a big fan. He's got a podcast, a wrestling podcast as
that's
well.
crazy.
Yeah, so
That's
he's big
crazy.
into it. So um, I mean, good for him to see what he does. Um, but,
Well, it was. I guess
no, no.
it was reported at Slice Wrestling, whatever the
Hmm.
hell that is. I don't know if Wrestling is legit. So, but it says Bray Wyatt officially signs with WWE.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, I don't. I'm not sure about that. I just looked it up as well. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I would wait for some bigger.
It's not official. You're absolutely right. But see, that's the thing. Like, cause I don't check this shit. So like, whatever. If anything pops up on my feed about it,
Right.
that's the only time I'll see it. So I did see that
Gotcha.
Bray Wyatt signed, but I don't know if that's true. But either way, man,
Gotcha.
how exciting! But here's the
Oh
thing:
yeah,
Big D's better than CM Punk. He says
that's
he'll be
true.
pissed if he doesn't come back as the Fiend.
Yeah, and so will a lot of people,
Yeah, so will I. Like he
especially
knew.
the way he went out.
Yeah,
Like I don't
I'm
know, it was just
that was ridiculous. But it's like you could tell throughout the Fiend's progression that it got more and more hokey, to the point where he's getting burned, on TV, and it's like, oh, it was cringy. That was cringy.
It was. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't mind it too bad, but like, then he had that Mania match against Orton when he came out of the box, and yeah, that was just, man, that was so amped up for that match, and then it sucked so bad.
Yeah, what a letdown
It
that match.
Yeah.
that makes the thing is that made no sense to Bray Wyatt losing that Mania match. That made no
Right.
sense.
Well, neither did him losing to Goldberg.
Mm.
Fucking asshole.
Like it just
it's one time I feel like you're absolutely right about Goldberg, Big D.
Oh, I'm glad.
That should not have happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, right,
So
Mac.
and
Go
like
ahead.
I'm just mad about that whole thing because like I didn't mind it, but if they had like done something prior to that, because I always the image just pops in my head of when Goldberg pinned him, and then Goldberg got up on the ropes and celebrated, and the Fiend stood up, turned around and looked at him, and then there was nothing about that, nothing referenced it, and that was just the end of it. And I'm just like, fuck.
Mm.
But anyways, I don't see him not coming back initially as with the Fiend being involved in his gimmick. I do think that the way things are looking, and a lot of the references are referencing um his FCW, um one of his main FCW promos, which I'm gonna post in our group chat just so there's a reference of it. But there's a lot of references to it in this promo. So I think we're gonna go. I'm leaning towards going back to the cult leader version of Bray Wyatt and
Mm.
the Fiend being involved somehow. Because if not, I mean, if he were to come back as something not the Fiend, I don't know. The crowds are stupid sometimes, but I think you might legitimately get some booze out of it if it's not what people like, because people want, especially like someone like that. Like if it came back different, I don't know how the crowd would react. That would be that'd be interesting to see, but I don't think we're gonna see that. I think we're gonna see if it is him and it is him coming back. I think we get kind of where we left off. And I think people are going to start getting back involved with it. Like I think Alexa Bliss is going to get back into her um, whatever gimmick that she had with when she was with the Fiend. I think she's going to turn back into that character as well. Um,
Without the
yeah, I
stupid
don't know.
doll.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's still there, man. Like, and they're still making money off of that. Just the way one thing to look at last Monday was it was Asuka who was previously in a feud with evil Alexa, and Asuka was like freaked out by the doll, and now you see her holding the doll, and it's so tight, and then Alexa posts on Twitter or something about how um, here's Lily with her, or Lily loves her bestie Asuka or something like that. And so I think that might weave into something that flicks a switch and Alexa starts going back to her thing. Like even Bailey referencing calling Alexa like a shell of herself
Mm.
from a year ago. Um, just all these little references and stuff like that. It's exciting to like watch it, like watch Raw and SmackDown, but also watch it for looking forward to something that's you know different.
Mm.
So
You're gonna say something, right, Mac?
about what?
Oh, you were gonna say something, and then You, Big D jumped in.
Oh no, I had nothing to comment on this.
Oh, okay. Well,
My
I
bad.
guess no, it's all right. I would just like to say that I feel like the Fiend, like this guy. Uh, Let me see. Big D's better than CM Punk. Uh,
Yes, I am.
yes, he is. Every time. Um, yeah,
I like
I
this
think
guy.
I think there will there'll be a lot of people pissed. I'll be a pissed person that if the Fiend doesn't come back, Bray Wyatt doesn't come back as the Fiend, because I think the Fiend can be, and I'm treading carefully here, and you could probably agree with me, Big D's, that the Fiend can be the Undertaker of this generation.
Well, no, see, you can't have the Fiend without Bray Wyatt.
I understand that. Okay,
Yeah,
let me rephrase that.
that's where.
Wyndham Rotunda.
Yes.
Okay, if he doesn't come
Yeah.
back as the Fiend,
Right.
because Bray
Well,
Wyatt. Go ahead,
yeah. I
because
mean,
it is.
they're the same person, but they are
Yeah.
different
Yes.
characters. They're two characters in one. Yeah.
Yes. Well, he likes to. I know he likes
It's
to
kind of like
change things up, and it's like,
kind of
dude,
like
this gimmick's working.
yeah, right. It's kind of like Festus. Yeah, and in WWE when he was the tag Luke Gallows when he was Festus, he was
Hmm.
just like this dumb guy, couldn't talk. But then once the bell rang, he just morphed into like this freaking monster and just freaking annihilated everybody. Like it was like two gimmicks in one.
Mm.
And I mean, shit, why not pay somebody that can actually do that? You know, you get two gimmicks in one, so you're paying one guy for pretty much two talents. But anyway, um, like I
Yeah.
said, he's not gonna come back, and it's not gonna be just the Fiend.
Well, of
You're gonna
course not.
have you're gonna have Bray Wyatt, and you're probably gonna have the Funhouse
Yes.
back, and yeah, I don't know. There's this freaking one cool little hypothetical picture that someone posted online of those was Bray Wyatt in the back. Here's with the a fainted picture of like the Fiend, and then you had Scarlet as Abby, um, Killer Cross or Karrion Cross as Rambling Rabbit, Dexter Loomis as um, the Buzzard, and then Braun Strowman as the pig. All their puppets
Huskus.
and like that. Yeah, Huskus the pig, and that was like the faction. And I don't think that's gonna be. I don't think Karen Cross is gonna be connected into any of this at all.
No,
But
I think.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, to answer the question here, which is also being upset, is um, well, we talked about the White Rabbit and everything. I think that the Fiend is, or Bray Wyatt, or Bray Wyatt will be back as the Fiend.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be dope to freaking see it, and I would just like to say that I feel like he should have a place, or he should have a pay per view like Undertaker had WrestleMania. Maybe he goes on the undefeated streak, but it's too bad because he's already been defeated at WrestleMania. But
True.
I
But,
really I see so many parallels with the Undertaker as being
mm-hmm.
that sort of and he was one of the most popular, if not the most popular, uh,
Oh yeah, yeah.
wrestler. I'm trying not to say superstar wrestler
Well, he was
when when uh, when he was let go.
right, right.
Like if we're looking at merch, I
Yeah.
believe he
Oh yeah,
was.
he was number one on merch.
Yeah.
And you release the guy that's number one on your sales. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, so they
Like
probably didn't want to burn a bridge with him.
right, and it's like WWE's got to be careful too, as far as like if it is him, like you got to have like the perfect timing for this because immediately you would think like, you know, he's gonna have his like revenge on Roman Reigns because he was the like he was pretty much the one of the last people. Like Reigns took the belt off him in a freaking crazy ass way. But
Yeah.
you don't want. I mean, you gotta be careful if like you do end up having that be the first focal point. You gotta be careful not to ruin Reigns either.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you
and
like
that's
I
like
go ahead, sorry.
that's I mean that's just a whole other topic of like
Conversation.
if it is Wyatt, like and he does return, like and where he ends up, like you would assume like the way things are going that he's gonna end up being on Smack, but they're putting everything on both shows, so you don't necessarily know where this is gonna end up.
Well,
I
I
do
tell
have to say, oh yeah, go ahead.
no, no, go ahead.
I was just saying, like in my mind, like we got to remember that. Thank God this isn't Vince running this thing because this could end up just being like another retribution kind of thing.
Oh, the hacker.
Yeah, just like everyone was so hyped about it, and it just like it flatlined right away.
I
So
remember Mike was way into
yeah,
retribution. I kept fucking telling him, bro,
right.
no. This is
Yeah,
good.
well, because
If
they hyped it up, and there was like that possibility, but that was
eh,
also because Vince. But now that Triple H is leading things,
yeah,
I
you
and
have
this
more
is
faith.
potentially this is huge. And, like it started out slow as just playing a song during a commercial break at a live show, and it's not even a song that would like keep the crowd hyped up, so that
It's an
when they
intro
come
to
back
a
from
song.
right, and then but they've continued it, and then after after SmackDown, outside in the parking lot, every single car underneath the windshield wiper was a printed out picture of the rabbit with the coordinates on it. So they're making a big deal of this thing. So
But the way
you
they're
know,
going about it is so fun.
yeah.
So
So
fun.
and then you get into the next questions of like when is when is this person going to be revealed and all that. And I think they could. I mean, I think it's going to be. Uh,
Well, I
because you asked me that the other day about it. But,
well they have the coordinates, but you know,
oh
so
yeah.
I would like I said this long time ago, and I guess I'll reiterate the point. The Fiend does not need the belt, obviously, and so I've said this when we talked about the Fiend, but I feel like the Fiend doesn't even have to win a match. Like his gimmick could totally be going into the ring, annihilating the fuck out of his opponent, and then pinning himself with the lifeless arm of the opponent, and then just walking away. Because he's which basically tells us that he's not into. I'm not here for the title. I'm not here to win anything specific. I'm here to just annihilate this specific person. You
Right.
know, which makes him incredibly dangerous. So, like, I don't know, man. I might be dreaming here, but I know I'm not the only one. Ah, nice, 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 nice. I think that the Fiend is coming back, and I think it's gonna be the Fiend, and I don't think Big D is better than CM Punk needs to worry about, because he might be the one booing ultimately at the end, if it's not the Fiend.
I just can't imagine it's not. And if it isn't, it's got to be something pretty damn big. Um,
Yeah.
there's something going around that it's someone posted an article about White Rabbit is someone that's not being talked about. I don't think that's true. Um,
Oh, look what
they're
it
making they're, ma-
started.
they're, ma-
Look what that
they're
whole
making the
fucking thing has started.
oh yeah, but they're making a pretty damn big deal about it, and they're putting a lot of money into it. So it's I don't think I don't think it's anyone but Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
um,
Any last
I,
words, Rymac?
Nah, man. I didn't really have much chime in on this because like I feel like I just don't know. And I mean, of course, I'd love to see Bray Wyatt back, and I know it's gonna happen. I'm just being patient, dude, because
right.
like there's just so many possibilities right now with Bray Wyatt, or like what character is he gonna debut a new character, or is he just gonna be just Bray Wyatt? You know, is he just gonna be Bray Wyatt this time around? Who knows? But no, I just didn't have much chime in on it.
Gotcha. Well, I hope that answers your question. Big D is better than CM Punk. And you can check us out at jawbers.com. That is JAWBERS.com. And get yourself a hoodie or a t shirt. You know, we gotta go through college again. So you gotta help us get through college. And because I know you're putting a lot of strippers through college and not your own kids. So if you're gonna do that, you might as well help us get through college. So anyway, get a shirt. Go check us out. We're gonna be putting up some rankings soon here. I know Rymac has a lot to say about that, and so we'll check you on the next one. Jawbers.com.